yoga.
You work out, huh?
What, you lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nautilus?
No, free weights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Free weights, huh?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Just like that.
What do you bench?
285. What do you bench?
You paint that?
Yeah. You paint?
Mm-mm.
Do you sculpt?
No.
You like art? You like music?
It's a real piece of shit.
Oh, well, tell me what you really think.
Just the linear and impressionistic mix makes a very muddled composition. It's also a Winslow Homan ripoff, except you got Whitey rowing the boat there.
Well, it's art one, eh? It wasn't very good.
That's not really what concerns me, though.
What concerns you?
Just the coloring.
You know what the real bitch of it is? It's paint by number.
Is it color by number? Because the colors are fascinating to me.
Are they really? What about that?
I think you're about one step away from cutting your fucking ear off.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Think I should move to the south of France, change my name to Vincent?
You ever heard the saying, any port in a storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that means you.
In what way?
Maybe you're in the middle of a storm, a big fucking storm.
Yeah.
The sky's falling on your head, the waves are crashing over your little boat, the oars are about to snap. You're just pissing your pants, you're crying for the harbor, so maybe you do what you gotta do to get out. You know, maybe you became a psychologist.
Bingo. That's it. Let me do my job now. You start with me. Come on.
Maybe you married the wrong woman.
Maybe you should watch your mouth. Watch it right there, Chief, all right?
Well, that's it, isn't it? You married the wrong woman. What happened? Why'd she leave you? Was she, banging some other guy?
If you ever disrespect my wife again, I will end you. I will fucking end you. Got that, Chief?
Time's up.
Yeah.
At ease, gentlemen.
Okay.
I'll understand if you don't want to meet with him again. Thursday, 4 o'clock. Make sure the kid's here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, so this is the first encounter with a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Robin
with this
Williams.
particular therapist, yeah.
With this particular therapist. And, yeah, do you think you would want to go back to this therapist?
I mean, that would be a rather shocking introduction to this sort of therapy. However, I mean, he was egging him on the whole time. He was trying to see what he would do by...
Oh, totally.
So
totally.
He probably got the response that he wanted by his reaction.
He, it's interesting when he first started out, and the other guy says, free weights. And how much do you bench? 285. And Robin Williams says, how much do you bench? And he just kind of purses his lips just a little bit. It's like kind of like a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of anger. I think that he was feeling. A tightening of the lips is an expression of anger. And then, as he's describing this, when he hits the jackpot of the wife, he married the wrong woman, and he sees Robin Williams' initial expression. There's a slight one-sided smile, and then he eggs him on some more.
On Robin Williams, or you're talking about Matt Damon, right? He had the one-sided smile.
Matt Damon.
Yeah,
Matt Damon
he had
has the one-sided smile
a couple times. Yeah,
and then after he hits it again, he has the one-sided smile again. So he's egging him on.
Mm-hmm.
He is. It's kind of a game. It's a game for Matt Damon, and it's a game of chess. How do I maneuver? How do I find out where this guy's soft spot is right from the get-go, right? And Robin Williams, he kind of looks a little dissociative, actually. Obviously very angry, but just a little bit dissociative. Obviously, if a therapist ever choked you, that would pretty much be the end of the end of any meaningful therapy. And what a depiction of a therapist, right? In some ways, like, I didn't remember that Robin Williams choked him from this. Did you remember it?
I mean, I watched the movie before we did this recording,
Right.
but as I was watching the movie, no, it was a huge shock to me. I
You watched it in the past.
Yes.
And my feeling from the whole film was like, Robin Williams is doing some good work.
He really is. Yeah.
With this guy. And it starts out a very real relationship, of like, hey, this is who I am. Robin Williams is fairly unfiltered at this point, which is not like, it's just not good therapy, honestly.
What do you mean by unfiltered?
Like, he has like no frontal lobe that's telling him, quiet down. This is a kid. He's getting under your skin. He's throwing out some aggressive comments. He's angry at authority. He's angry at you. And instead, I would say, I would say something like to him, like, it sounds like you're taking a lot of pride in getting under my skin right now. And I wonder if there's something about pushing people's buttons that brings you a lot of pleasure. That would be empathic. It would be accurate, right? And it would get to the point of what's really going on here.
Now, do you think Robin Williams was unfiltered the whole time, or just at that last portion where where Matt Damon found the weak spot in Robin Williams, which is obviously the memory of his wife and Matt Damon being very disrespectful? But what about in the beginning, where it was just kind of, at first it was kind of like repartee, a little bit of trying to get to know one another in that sense of therapist?
It was until he hit the wife stroke. Robin Williams has unprocessed conflicts, which caused him to evoke very strong emotions. So if a therapist has these unprocessed internal conflicts, they need to seek their own treatment. They need to seek their own treatment so that they can not bring it into the sessions in the way that Robin Williams did. And so, as therapists and as psychiatrists, I always recommend my trainees get into your own personal therapy, because it's through your own personal therapy that you're going to be able to work through these conflicts and through these things so that you can show up and be more present with your clients, and it can be more about them and their experience than your own experience.
So as a therapist, then, is it unwise to really share any of your like personal life or like any sort of information about yourself to a client?
No. I think the sort of the old sort of belief would be that, but Freud, I don't think that's even true for Freud. Freud actually was very interactive with his clients. He would have his clients over for dinner. He would go on walks with his favorite clients. And in one of his letters, he said, therapy cures by love, or psychoanalysis cures by love. So it's really for caring for the person. And so at times I'll self-disclose, but I'm self-disclosing not for my own benefit, hopefully. Obviously sometimes you can't control that, but for the majority of the time when I self-disclose, it's going to be for the benefit of the client. What's interesting also is that Robin Williams at the end says, let's do another session. Bring him back. Yeah. And there's something in Robin Williams that it's like, I'm not going to like stay stuck. You know, he goes in this little bit of dissociation, and then now he's like, okay, now I want to come out of this, and I'm going to be ready.